Ooga booga, ooga booga.
Hello boogies, welcome in to another video. It is January, my month off, so of course here I am, working. One thing I've recently realized is I use work to put off other things in my personal life. It works really well. So here I am on my month off doing the thing that I am not supposed to be doing. Shh, don't snitch, alright? In this video series, we watch movie trailers, and then based on the movie trailer alone, I guess the review score. I had you guys submit a bunch of secrets and then a bunch of advice that you're seeking. If I get a movie score correct, I get to give you advice, and if I get a movie score wrong, I have to read your secrets, which are really messed up. I'm gonna be honest. I'm looking at your you also submitted trailers, and I saw standing ovation, and I thought that was standing ovulation. My mind is already in a dark place. Not that ovulation is dark. It's just it's a lot of blood. I almost forgot. Handy whiteboard. This is what I write my scores down. If you would like to submit your own secrets, or if you have advice you want to ask for, or if you have a movie trailer you want me to watch, down in the description box, I'll have the Google Forms. It's all anonymous, so just type out whatever the category is. Try to make it YouTube friendly. Also, nothing bathroom related. I don't know, for some reason you guys all have bathroom related secrets. Those aren't fun secrets to me. We're actually gonna start with Saltburn. You see that there? I saw just like people being like, hey, this is a messed up film. So I feel like that would be a great way for us to begin.
Did you know there was a college Christmas party tonight? NFI, me and you, not fucking invited.
Ah, a couple of nerds. It's because you're in the library, dog. What are you doing in the library? It's just nerd after nerd after nerd after nerd.
You alright?
Yeah, I've got a flat tire.
Oh, flat tire. How am I gonna pay for this? What if I opened a kissing booth? I know where this goes.
Take my bike.
Hey, that is so kind. Thank you. I'm sorry I don't know your name. I'm Felix.
What a loser. A piercing, really?
I don't think I'll ever go home again.
Well, why don't you come home with me? Come to Saltburn.
Oh, Saltburn's a place. I thought that was like the, I guess business? Like they were gonna be like, hey, look at all this salt. How do we get rid of it? What if we burned it? Just don't worry about me.
I had them hang up an old school dinner jacket. We dressed for dinner here.
Dressed for dinner?
Yeah, it's like black tie.
I'm sorry? What is this delivery? It's black tie.
Yeah, it's like black tie.
It's like black tie.
I think I like you even more than last year's one.
Last year's one?
Why?
This place, it's not for you.
Steeped in twists and turns. Sir, I don't know where I am. How can I be twisting and turning? My eyes are closed. It's one piece of dust, baby.
Lots of people get lost.
What the fuck is this? Is that a dinosaur? What a terrible time to take my glasses off. Am I looking at a dinosaur? That's a twisting turn? They travel through
I
time.
think you're a moth. Quiet, harmless, drawn to shiny things.
What have you done?
I'm sorry. Say that again. But if you didn't.
What have you done? I just thought that maybe I could help.
You're not leaving us. You're not leaving Saltburn.
I don't think I'll ever go home again.
That's cool. I like that. He's a hybrid of some sort? Is that the twist? He's the Deer King? It looks interesting. I'm interested. It's one of those trailers that probably does a good job of interest you without giving away too much of the plot. I have no idea what's going on here. But the fact that I saw somebody talking about it, it was worthy of being talked about. Like it's not like one of those films that just is forgotten about and flies under the radar. I'm gonna go ahead and guess 78% for me. What is gonna be my window? See, last time I got a little arrogant and I thought I was gonna nail everything, so I had a smaller window. Still a 14% window. 71% to 85. Why is there a 0 inside of the 0? What do you call these on percent signs? Mini circles? All right, so if it's between 71% and 85%, I win. Let's go ahead and look it up. Here we go. Saltburn. The final score was... Thank you. Advice time, baby! God, I'm so good at this game. What was the most recent advice asking? Okay, so I like this guy and he likes me too, and we both know we like each other, but we've never confessed or some schmack. His friends tease me and my friends tease him. He told my friend in Truth or Dare once that he liked me, and we have long eye contacts. Boy, your vision must really be bad.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
So, in this joke, the length of the eye contact is directly correlated to the poor eyesight. A thin little eye contact that you would put in isn't sufficient because the eyesight is so bad, you need a really long eye contact lens. So, but we're both too shy to do anything about it. What do I do, brother? All right, here, can I, come in. Let me put a little wisdom into you. Never, ever, 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 ever confess your feelings. The only person you should confess to is your priest, all right? Everyone else, don't. Think about a person in your life who you have no romantic feelings for. Now imagine them coming up to you and confessing that they love you. They think about you all the time. They're always watching you, always noticing little things about you. They would sacrifice a bus full of small children just to be with you for a day. Just that kind of, they're into you so much, right? How does that make you feel? Kind of off-put, right? There are 3 outcomes when you ask somebody out. They say yes, they say no, they're on the fence about it. If they would have said yes, if they have those same feelings, then that's great. But honestly, you could have said anything. You could have texted them, me, you date now. And then they would have been thrilled about that. People that are gonna say no, a confession is not gonna sway them. You telling them how deeply you care for them. And then everyone in the middle, who's like, maybe I would think about it, but I'm not sure. If you like layer on, like, hey, I like you so much. 1 bus of children might not be enough. I'll sacrifice a whole elementary school. That's how much I like you. They're gonna be like, ew. With this post specifically, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is just be like, hey, what are you doing on Friday? Let's go do something. Boom, perfect, it's a date. Simple. I gotta be honest, it's a super coward move. If you know that they like you and they know that you like them and neither of you are asking each other out, come on. New Hunger Games movie, Ballad of Songbird and Snakes. I was probably gonna do a commentary for this when it came out, so maybe let's get acquainted with it. 29 million views on the trailer. Wow.
I am honored to introduce to you the creator of the Hunger Games, Dean Casca Highbottom.
Oh, sorry, what was his name again?
Dean Casca Highbottom.
Highbottom, that's the name? That's the name. As a writer, if you name a character Highbottom for a last name, you're not trying. Like, I just want you to just Google generate a name, a fantasy name. Let's do one. Let's do one right now. All right, here we go. We're gonna generate some names. Birth of Freddy, Dr. Okay, hey, maybe not the best site for this. We're gonna do badass and cool. And a little cute. Generate. Cleveland. Random fantasy last names. Fucking Cleveland.
Dean Casca Highbottom.
Dean Casca Cleveland. It just doesn't have the ring to it, you know?
I have summoned you all here for the 10th annual reaping ceremony. As a mentor, Mr. Snow, turn these children into spectacles, not survivors.
Okay, so that's President Snow, who we know is a villain. Are we humanizing him? I assume so.
You really want to take care of me in that arena? Start by thinking I can actually win.
I'm Lucky Flickerman.
I'm sorry, who?
I'm Lucky Flickerman.
Lucky Flickerman? I take it back. Lucky Cleveland fucking works.
4, 3, 2.
Enjoy the show. Run. You hear that, boy? It's the sound of snow falling.
Hey, no way. Get it? Because his name is Snow, but snow's falling. It's a pretty dense thing to unpack. You wouldn't get it with your small brain. It looks shot well. That good color grading in film, which is something that isn't always done super well. Like, I think directors kind of lean towards like, oh no, it's gritty, it's art. But I want to look at pretty things, all right? This is pretty. Center framing, giving him that powerful angle. I bet this is probably later in the film. Just the red against the dreary backdrop.
It's the things we love most that destroy us.
All right, the fact that it has this much hype, it's gotta be decent, yeah? Yeah, but it's a franchise movie and it's a prequel. I have an aversion to prequels, but I don't think other people do. I'm gonna go 63%. Let's do 12% window this time. So we have 57 to 69%. So for those that are confused about the 12%, there's a 12% gap between that window. Make sense? I guess 63%. The final score for the film was... I needed a bounce back. It is a 2.5 hour film. Wow. I get to do more advice. Yes, let's go. I'm currently 21 years old, female. When I was 19, and in the first semester of my second year of college, which was a scam, by the way, you quickly won me over, I got sick, like really sick. It took about 1.5 months to figure out what was wrong with me. So many false diagnoses, sorry. And an 8-day stay at the largest hospital in my state. Flex much? Sorry. I was diagnosed with a rare chronic illness. I dropped out of school, went back to school, and dropped out again. You got scammed multiple times. I recently moved into an apartment with my best friends, both who are in college, and then got fired from my retail job. Genuinely not my fault. Boss was a witch and didn't like when I finally stood up for myself. It's not my fault. I just told the truth. It's like 50-50 if it's your fault or not. Anytime someone's like, hey, no, it's not my fault, I was just being honest. Okay. I used my savings for rent and quickly realized finding a job in a teeny tiny town, mountain town, with a massive college debt is hard. I feel like I'm floundering like a massive, big, fat failure. Redundant sentence, but okay. No, I have good advice for you. I'm just, hey, let's have a little fun on the way in, you know? That's what she said.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
It feels like everything I do is the wrong choice, and I can never do anything right for myself or those around me. No schooling, can't find a job, has to pay rent, and I'm slowly, physically, mentally deteriorating. I need advice for how to get back on the wagon and how to stop feeling sorry for myself. Thank you. I think the best way to look at things, if you can get to this mindset, if you can convince yourself to look at life this way, you're gonna be so much more happy. Today, you are where you are right now.
You're a goddamn genius!
That advice sounded so much better in my head. What I'm trying to say is, yesterday does not matter. Because yesterday doesn't exist anymore. You cannot do anything about yesterday. You are where you are right now. There's no alternative paths. You're not gonna like slip into like 5 years ago an alternative timeline. Like you are where you are today. That's all that's ahead of you. How do I make it better tomorrow? Not only make a plan for the next couple of days, but then make a plan for like the next year. What do you want to be in a year? Do you want to go back to school? What is it you're trying to accomplish? Do you just want to focus on you know, tackling a job that you like for now and then just focus on your health? It's good to have some idea of where you're going. Otherwise, you're on a treadmill. There's a good saying. It's you overestimate what you can do in a day, but you underestimate what you can accomplish in a year. So don't worry about like making your life perfect by tomorrow. Just focus on what's like little things that I can do to not only improve my life today, but then also how can I take steps to be where I want to be in a year. Next trailer, Five Nights at Freddy's. I thought about doing that. Talk to Me, that's another horror. I'm split between which one I want to do. Kind of up in the air on it. Up in the air. Up air. Today's video was sponsored by Air Up. Cheers. We all know the 2 secrets to living a long and healthy life. Drink water and watch my videos. Doctors always recommend those 2 things for a healthy and quality life. It is proven by science. Air Up is a way to add flavor to water without adding anything. Pick a flavor you'd like. Air Up has many. Fill up your water bottle with normal water, pop the pod onto the water bottle, and just like that, you have flavored water. The pod uses scent to make your brain think there's flavor. You gotta try it for yourself. It's really cool. And there's no chemicals, there's no sugar, there's no additives at all. It's just water. And hey, sometimes you want flavor, sometimes you don't. The water bottle, all you have to do, if you don't want flavor, you just push in the pod, like so. Nice and normal and boring water. Pop the pod. Flavor again. If you are somebody that doesn't drink a lot of water, Air Up is a great solution. And if you do drink a lot of water, Air Up is a good way to add a little bit of flavor to an old classic. Water is an old classic now, yes. You want to get your own water bottle? Head down to the description box. I'll have a link for you. Definitely, if you're gonna get this, use my link. It's a threat. I want Air Up to want to work with me again, you know? So definitely use my link. Thank you to Air Up for sponsoring this video. 40 million views on Five Nights at Freddy's. I think I'm gonna do this one instead of Talk to Me, because I know Talk to Me did well, and I really don't need to cheat, so I'm kind of on a roll.
Hi, this is Mike. I was just calling to see if that job that you offered was still available.
Yes, the security guard.
I will take anything.
This place was huge in the 80s with the kids.
Ooh, okay, that's a little creepy.
See? New security guard. Have you met them yet?
Oh! Wait, why is a police officer here?
Can I help you, officer?
Have you met them yet?
She's kind of cute, though, and he's kind of cute, so, like, I don't know if they're gonna be a thing. I was waiting for a jump scare.
In the 80s, kids went missing?
Oh, kids went missing. My favorite subject. I was trying to tie that to like the bus crash thing I was talking that joke before, but now it just sounds cruel. Kids missing, I love that. That's not funny.
Hello?
That's why the place shut down.
I'm sorry. This is supposed to be a horror shot? Come on. Oh, like 4%.
There are ghost children possessing giant robots. Thanks for the heads up.
No. No.
What do they want?
They want to make her like them.
Papi? Was it House of Wax? Is that what I watched? Where like you come into the town, they turn you into like a wax figurine? That's creepy. But they turn the children into animatronics?
Papi, go!
Oh, this looks so bad. Oh no. The non-horror elements look okay. It's specifically the horror stuff. Which, oh, it doesn't look very scary at all. Like, you can cut a trailer to be a little bit nonsensical, to just throw a bunch of horror at us, and this is the best you could? It was directed by somebody with 2 first names. 16%, 10% window, I'm gonna do 11 to 21. I'm lowering my window every time I get a score correct. Final score for Five Nights at Freddy's was... Ooh. Loaded with Easter eggs, Five Nights at Freddy's may be fun to watch for fans of the game, but most viewers of any other persuasion... That is a weird way to sentence that. Viewers of any other persuasion will find this adaptation muddled and decidedly unscary. Well, that makes sense. I'm not a game player. That is a crazy audience score. Hey, listen. I guess I should have figured with like the 80 or the 30 million views on the trailer. All right, time to read your secrets. Okay. I have feelings for my cousin. We've known each other for almost 14 years, and we've been best friends. But ever since he hit puberty and had a glow up, I've seen him differently. We've seen each other naked before. I just want to know where the next step is. There is no next step. There is no first step. There is no walking for you, okay? You go sit in a corner. Reflect on your actions, you degenerate. I say that with love, but barely. We'll do another one just because that one was a little short, a little disturbing as well. Let's do one maybe a little more innocent. Let's find one. Sometimes at night, I pretend to birth children and pretend that I'm someone from Greek mythology. That one's not that interesting to me. What's interesting to me about it is that it was sent to me at 11 p.m. on Christmas Eve. Like, be with your family? But don't be with your family. To that first person, don't be with them. Be around them. Clothed. Next trailer. I've seen Bottoms recommended a ton. Oh, Alex did a video on it. Yeah, let's do it.
Tonight is our night. We're getting the cooch. I'm gonna talk to Brittany. You can say hi to Isabel. What would I say?
Why does she look familiar? She looks like a celebrity's daughter.
I'm gonna expel you both for committing a crime against
Jeff! Get out of the car.
You can't tell me what to do!
Get out of the freaking car!
No! Why? This guy! Why is he everywhere? He won't leave me alone. The last trailer video I did, he was in 2 of the movies. And I didn't even notice. I had no clue. But he was also in the Cinderella movie that Amazon put out that I did a commentary for that was so bad. He just won't stop being in things. He's an actor, Dylan. It's his job.
Get out of the freaking car!
That's not funny. Okay. So this is called Bottoms. It's a gay film. Is everyone in it gay? Is he gay? That was a gay fall. All right.
What's your plan here? Jeff is psychotic, and they're picky.
So this is satirical. I found that word so fast. I thought I was gonna have to struggle for that word. It was right there. But they're wearing their jerseys, like their identity as a football player is like, that's their thing, you know?
Adrenaline is flowing. Next thing you know, Isabel and Brittany are kissing us on the mouth.
This has a super bad feeling.
Welcome to our fucking fight club.
Let's get it popping in this motherfucker.
Here's what I'm trying to determine, cause this is just really bad choreography. Like, that's so bad. Is the satirical nature gonna override that, where people are like, okay, I don't need it to look good. It's satire. I'm just looking for scores. I'm looking at it through the critics' lens.
I'm gonna finally reverse stalk my stalker.
I'll be able to kill my stepdad.
Awesome.
Okay. Are you cheating on me?
No!
I literally saw you yesterday.
Shut up, nerd! I fucked your mom!
This is recommended a lot. I'm using all my contact clues, all right? You guys really wanted me to watch this trailer. This might be one of those times where some of the jokes in the trailer, they cut this so poorly, where they put some of the worst jokes of the movie into the trailer.
Shut up, nerd! I fucked your mom!
There's no way. There's no way you guys laughed at that. I just don't believe it. I believe that's one of the worst jokes of the movie. I'm convincing myself. We still have another 30 seconds of the trailer.
We are literally at the bottom. We have nowhere to go but up.
You created a fight club to get some coochie.
You don't even know how to work that thing.
I just don't know if you're supposed to be talking to us like that, just like as a teacher.
That last 30 seconds did not help at all. Here's another wrinkle. Marshawn Lynch, he's beloved. He's funny in spurts, but I think the media is really like pushing Marshawn Lynch as like this hilarious football player, and he's, you know, I don't know. I'm all the way torn. Again, satirical film. You guys recommending it to me. Seeing some bad jokes. Some comment that I saw. I think it was on the Red, White, and Royal Blue trailer, where it was like, it's nice to have a gay film that's just a little bit cheesy, you know? Because a lot of gay films are either about like coming out, they're like very serious and melodramatic, and it's nice to have a nice fluffy romp, you know? And that's something I didn't consider at all. And I thought about that and I was like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I feel like that would fit in the same category. And I'm gonna ride my gut here. And I'm gonna say 64%. I'm gonna say 60. And I feel like I'm gonna get it right because that is a beautiful percent sign. Like even the imperfection on that little mini zero, even that looks good. Here we go, 64%. Oh, 90%. There's no way. Marshawn Lynch is not that good of an actor. He got so many lines in the trailer, which told me he was a big part of this film. And I just don't think as an actor, he's very funny. Even if the scattershot plot doesn't quite hold together, there's a wayward energy of the picture and a barbed sense of mischief. Bottoms really might be the funniest movie of the decade so far? Oh my God. Biting and brilliant dialogue. I phoned your mom. Brilliant. Shut up. No. I feel like there's a lot of good jokes in the film that I didn't see. Because I feel like there was energy. There was, zhuzh. When they were on the bleachers specifically. Like that, I felt like that scene had a lot of zhuzh. I guess I'm reading your secrets. Fucking hell. I hate looking at like the first thing because the first thing is always the most messed up thing. There's no way this is true. There's no way any of this is true. None of this is real. What I'm looking at doesn't exist. I can't, no, I'm not. I hate feet. Everyone thinks it's a joke, and they put their feet on me to annoy me, but it disgusts me to my core. I literally want to vomit and cry whenever I see them. Like, please wear socks. During intimacy, I have to wear socks. And if I'm in the same bed as anyone, because without it, I want to cry. What's the opposite of a fetish? Foot prejudice? Do you have a foot prejudice? You know what? I'm gonna make a selfish choice right now. I saw it recommended Corpse Bride. Or Corpse Bride, if you're me. And the full movie's apparently on YouTube. Alright. For the longest time, I thought this film was The Nightmare Before Christmas. I guess it's a 1-minute trailer. This is gonna be a quick one. That's what I said.
They were due to be married.
Oh, yes! Narrator voice! Alright, he's just gonna literally give me the plot. Thank you. I'm gonna get this exactly right.
They were due to be married,
okay,
though they'd never before met. Victor desperately fled.
Oh, no.
And by a grave misunderstanding, married the corpse bride instead.
Oh, that's what necrophilia.
From Tim Burton, creator of The Nightmare Before Christmas.
What did he think when he was creating this? Did he think, oh, what if a man runs away from a wedding and instead puts the ring on a corpse? Fucking worms come out of her eyes.
Maggots.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's a maggot.
About a timid young man and the love of his life.
Victoria!
More like the love of his death.
Oh, brother, this
Corpse Bride.
to the newlyweds.
And here I thought I was gonna know. Here I thought I was gonna get some information. I'm gonna give it a 89%. Cutting Edge, what was this, 2005? Stop motion, very popular. Tim Burton, you kidding me? Go back to 14%. Not reading any more secrets, I know that. 96 is our peak, and that gives us 82 as our base. So 82% to 96%. I assume this did well, yes. And people talk about it sometimes, still. 89%. 84. Oh. It's an hour and 16 minutes. Damn. You could watch this movie twice, and you would finish before the Hunger Games was over. Alright. Advice. Thank God. Goodness. Okay, so I have a fiance, but I've grown increasingly more impatient with him over the 5 years we've been together. When we first started dating, he was hung up on his ex-girlfriend, and I made a lot of room for that. This is my first relationship, so I wasn't, and apparently am currently not, very good at communicating my expectations. I have been feeling pretty trampled over as a result of my lenience. For example, every time we go to parties, his friends, always. He leaves me despite knowing that it makes me uncomfortable. And when he proposed to me, the one thing that I requested was that we be alone. I don't do well with added pressure, but he prioritized having pictures of the moment over my wishes. Then he put it on Facebook before I was able to tell my family, and got mad at me when their displeasure made me sad. He also screams at me when he's upset at me. Good sign? All good relationships have a little bit of screaming. When the spit droplets hit your face, and that's when you know you're in a good relationship. Usually because I am crying. whether it has anything to do with him or not. Oh, he screams when you cry. Beautiful. He knows that I can't handle when he does that due to some problems I had in the past, and I asked him to stop. He has essentially said that he's working on it, and that I should be appreciative of that. Huh. I'm not doing commentary yet. Let's just get through this, and I'm a who. I know all of these are really bad stories, but he is nice overall. Most of the time, he's very sweet, but I just don't really love him the way that I used to anymore. I don't even want to touch him most of the time, or you don't want him to touch you most of the time. I'm not sure that he's noticed. What do? I live with him. I want it to work out, but I keep feeling that this is just a me problem. Is this even worth bringing up? If I did, would it be too much like throwing the past in his face? You probably can't actually help. Excuse me. Of course I can help. I have the best advice always. But I'm afraid of telling anyone else about this. So I'm very thankful that this forum is kind of a place to put these feelings somewhere and think through them. Well, I'm already helping then. First of all, the big elephant in the room, the fact that you don't want him to touch you, and you don't want to be in a relationship with him anymore. There's not much you can do about that. In a healthy dynamic, you are able to communicate your feelings. Even if that feeling is something that is negative or hurts your partner, you should be able to feel you are able to express it at least, you know? You want an environment where that's okay, where you could tell them your fears, your problems, your issues, as long as you do it in a, you know, a careful way. You're not callous about it, where you're like, hey, get your grimy, grubby hands off me. I'm sick of your touch. This being your first relationship, it's probably a good idea to, you know? I could use words, but why use words when I can use my neck? Do some of this, you know? If you're not adept at reading body language, what I'm trying to say is play the field a little bit. I think it'd be good to get some other experience. Really, that comes down to this. I just don't really love him the way that I used to anymore. I could ask you guys, maybe you guys in the audience, if you've been in a relationship where the fire has gone out and then you worked through it and the fire came back, or have you been in a relationship where the fire went out, you tried to get the fire back, it didn't work out, you just wasted time? I think sharing your stories might be a good helpful tool for not only this person, but anyone else in the situation when you're in a long relationship and the juju's gone, you know? All right, that's it. That's all of them. What did I get? 3 correct? 4 correct? 5 correct? I think I got them all right. I'm pretty sure. So I can't believe I went for 5 for 5. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to Air Up for sponsoring. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.